In a dusty village surrounded by quiet hills lived Jaden, a humble mason with rough hands and a tired heart. He built homes for others, yet lived in a broken hut made of patched wood and leaking dreams. One day after finishing a job and sitting on a pile of bricks, he asked himself, "What if I built myself the way I build walls?" Slowly, brick by brick. So he made a silent vow. One improvement a day, just one. Day 1. He woke up 15 minutes earlier than usual. It felt strange, but peaceful. He used the time to sit in silence. Day 2. He picked up an old torn book from the roadside. He read just one page. He didn't understand all the words, but it sparked curiosity. Day 5. He stopped drinking cheap liquor with the other workers. They mocked him, but he felt clearer the next morning. Day 10. He began walking after work, just 10 minutes. His body ached less. His thoughts came easier. Day 20. He swapped late-night gossip for early sleep. His mind grew sharper. The world seemed quieter in the mornings. Day 35. He started writing his expenses in a notebook. The leaks in his wallet slowly dried. Day 50. He helped a young boy with math, remembering his own childhood without a teacher. For the first time, he felt useful beyond labor. Day 100. He started learning construction design from a borrowed phone and free YouTube videos. His hands still laid bricks, but now his mind designed buildings. 1 year later, Jaden had saved enough to rent a small office. He took small renovation contracts. His clothes were still dusty, but his eyes now had a quiet fire. 3 years later, he hired men who were once his seniors. He taught them what he'd learned. 5 years later, he built a school for the children in his village, naming it the Brick Academy, to honor the journey. When asked the secret behind his rise, Jaden walked to a wall of the school and gently touched the bricks. "This," he said, "is how life is built. Not in leaps, but in inches. Each small act, each quiet choice, each step forward, it adds up. It compounds. One brick may look like nothing, but enough of them? They build a future. Success is not a sudden miracle. It doesn't arrive in a single day, like lightning from the heavens or a golden opportunity falling into your lap. It's not something you stumble upon. It's something you build patiently, stubbornly, and often alone. It's the echo of thousands of silent victories. Not the kind that make headlines, but the kind that shape who you are when no one's watching. It's waking up early, not once, but every single morning, fighting the pull of comfort, that soft voice that says, "Sleep a little longer." You wake not because you have to, but because there's a fire inside you that refuses to settle for average. It's learning when no one is clapping, reading the chapter that no one told you to read, watching tutorials in the dark while others scroll mindlessly through distractions. It's choosing growth over entertainment again and again until your mind becomes sharp enough to cut through limitations. It's resisting comfort, saying no to easy habits, easy pleasure, easy excuses. Because you've learned that comfort is the cage of potential, and true freedom is found just beyond what feels safe. It's failing quietly and standing back up, without needing the world to cheer you on. It's crying in private and smiling in public. Because even when it hurts, you've chosen the path that builds strength, not sympathy. It's choosing growth. Every single day, even when it's boring, even when it's slow, even when it feels like nothing is changing. And then one day, something does change. Not all at once, but subtly, you start to walk taller. Your voice carries more weight. Opportunities begin to notice you, not because you chase them, but because you became someone they chase. People call it overnight success, but they didn't see the hundreds of nights you failed forward in silence. They didn't see the invisible work that laid the foundation beneath your feet. So build yourself slowly. Be the bricklayer of your own life. Each small habit, each better choice, each day you don't give up, is another brick in the fortress of your future. And one day, without realizing it, you'll look around and find that the world has finally arrived. Not to hand you success, but to walk through the doors of what you've already built. Because success doesn't knock. It enters the house you spent years building. Have a nice day.